AMAN. This session will be led by our stunning moderator, Mr. Hisham Muhaimi, as a project coordinator initiative to promote tolerance and prevent violence initiated from Malaysia. Please welcome on stage Mr. Hisham Muhaimi.
I can start now. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon. My name is Hisham and I'm pleased to be here today to facilitate this plenary session 4. We're going to have an open mic discussion with our youth today with the title Reinventing Nonviolent Civil Resistance, Youth, Peace, Movement and Technology. Before I begin this session today, I would like to invite our fellow distinguished youth leaders and change makers to the stage. I would please welcome Ms. Khalida Zia, Muhammad Ayatullah Rahman, Reddy Saputro, Yasmin Tohmina, Rehana Majid, Haya Harim, Nadi Mohtad, Mr. Sagir Ahmed, Fairuz Humaira Tanzim, Mr. Aliul Himam, Ms. Latifani Yulanar. Please welcome. Now, a little bit about what this session entails. We seek to advance the cause for nonviolent civil resistance, and particularly in the context of youth involvement and the use of technology while fostering a supportive and collaborative environment for individuals and groups working towards peace and social justice. This plenary will discuss the critical role that young people play in driving social change through nonviolent civil resistance, as well as to explore the motivations and aspiration of young activists and their unique perspective and strategies. Now, a little bit, so that means in this session, we're going to explore what are your ideas, what are your hope for peace, and what are your best practice, in your context as the youth involvement in the nonviolent society. Now, a little bit background, a little bit rules, how we're going to conduct these sessions. You were each given 5 minutes, only 5 minutes to present yourself, to deliver your speech and your whatever that you have to offer to us today, and then we're going to have an intervention by any of our members. So please take this regard as a sharing session, an intergenerational sharing between youth and also other fellow activists who are more older, maybe more senior as well, right? And my friend here, Fina, will be helping with, we have a very strict timekeeping. So at minute 4, she will let you know that there's only 1 minute left, and then when the time's up, she's going to hold that time's up. So we have a very strict timekeeping. I'm sorry about that, but we can always discuss later after this session and maybe on the ground. Yeah. Without further ado, I would firstly love to invite Ms. Khalida Zia, who is the leader of Aceh, Indonesia. Now, for more information about our speakers today, what our youth change makers are doing in their perspective, in their respective constituents and jurisdiction, I would advise you to visit the program books that AMAN has provided. Yeah. Now, without further ado, yes, please, Ms. Khalida Zia, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for everyone for inviting me here. Hello, everyone. It is an honor to be here and share my journey in building youth leadership in Aceh. I'm very sad because almostly everyone in the month, my friend tell me that they are leaving Aceh not because they want to do it, but unfortunately most of them they are feel not accepted because they are different, because they are minority. I'm struggle to create social movement because I want to provide equal space for everyone, so that they are listened to, so that their existence and identity are accepted whoever they are. Because, in my opinion, Aceh should be home for everyone who live here. With the leader since 2012, we have been trying to start and maintain youth leader organization based in Banda Aceh. This organization focuses in peace building, youth empowerment, youth participation in society, youth psychological and well-being, youth right in Aceh post-conflict and tsunami era. Our ambition is to empower Acehese youth to actualize their true potential, believe their dream, and use their voice to create change. We believe everyone can be a leader, and history of disaster has only made us stronger than ever. With leadership horizontal in the leader, in our 10 years journey, the leader has created more than 100 programs and that have reached more than 14,000 Indonesian youth, and I will tell you the most one interesting. In the last year, we create a program entitled Aku Berani Cerita, or I Dare Tell My Story, about feeling and safe space in Aceh. This program reveals stories about young people struggle with gender discrimination, sexual violence, and religious racism written by Acehese people. But so sorry, this book has not been translated into English. But the government must be provide for space the younger generation and minority group. They are an important part to be must listen to and to be involved. And for the younger generation, continue to speak up about whatever you are fighting for. Let's do more and achieve more, because everyone can be a leader. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Khalidazia from the leader, Aceh, Indonesia. Very good with your timekeeping. Next, I would like to invite to the floor Mr. Muhammad Ayatullah Bahaman, from who is the National Director in Nepal Unites from Nepal. Please welcome.
Selamat sore. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Muhammad dari Nepal. Okay. I'm very happy to be here with you all in the assembly and international conference. I'm going to share about my thoughts on non-violent civil resistance and youth peace movement and technology. Please. I have a few slides So I have pointed here the two global leaders. One is Mahatma Gandhi and another is Dr. Martin Luther King. So they have struggled for the rights, for the civil rights in the global. And we can say without creating the violence that we fight for our rights. That's called the non-violent civil resistance. So, the next slide, please. I have mentioned here the strength of violence, non-violence is our convenience and teamwork, and then advocacy, and then unity, and then values of courage. That is all about our strength of the non-violence. So it has been used since many years for our rights, for our women's rights, for our struggle, for our accountability, for human rights, for right to information, and then for the transparency in our respective countries. I have mentioned here in the context of Nepal about the non-violent protest, about the violent protest, what happening in Nepal. So you can see the lots of youth are there, and then they are engaging in the violent protest. Another slide, please. And then another is non-violent protest that we can fight without creating any types of violence in our countries. So you can see the screen. Another slide, please. So how we can mobilize the youth to become the productive and the participate in the non-violent action to foster the peace. So let's see. This is the Global Unites Movement. Global Unites Movement as a part of Youth Peace Movement. And I'm engaging in the Nepal Unites. Nepal Unites is one of part of Global Unites. So I hope some of you are here, that Kenya and Sri Lanka, Myanmar, of course Nepal, and these are the Unites Movement where it is running in 13 countries as a youth movement. So Nepal Unites is a youth movement where the youth from different background, different ethnicity, different religion, different age group connect together, inspire together with the peace building skill, with the leadership skill to become a sustainable peace of agent of sustainable peace and agent of transforming the nation. So these are our activities, what we have done in Nepal with the Nepal Unites Movement. We had interfaith dialogue with the interreligious leader on the peace and reconciliation, on unity, how we can have mutual understanding with each and another. And these are the some of workshops where we invited from the different ethnicity, different background, even include the participants from the LGBTIQA+, and then PWD. And then we also organized, we have organized the blood donation program during the lockdown or pandemic time. Yeah, the another thing is, in the age of technology, we can use the instrument of the peace building. So we can have the online campaign, advocacy campaign. We can spread our message through the different sites like website, official Facebook page, and then others writing. Another slide, please. So these technology as an instrument of peace building, and it is also the instrument of conflict, we can say. But as a peace builder, we have to focus this technology as an instrument of peace building. Thank you very much. So please follow us for more details. Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad Ayatullah Rahman. We're very excited to learn what you have done with your work at Global Unites. Nepal. I would like to next invite Mr. Reddy Saputro, the coordinator of Peace Leader of Indonesia. Indonesia. Okay.
Selamat siang, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua, Namo Buddhaya, Om Swastiastu, salam kebajikan, Rahayu Rahayu. Kebebasan beragama dan berkeyakinan adalah suatu wujud negara harus hadir kepada anak muda, di mana anak-anak muda yang selama ini tidak mengalami partisipasi, di mana anak-anak muda tidak lagi dipandang sebagai anak muda dipandang sebagai anak kecil yang tidak tahu apa-apa, di mana anak-anak muda punya potensi yang luar biasa untuk menyuarakan perdamaian, untuk menghentikan kekerasan seksual dan bully. Maka di tahun 2014, tepatnya 28 Oktober tahun 2014, AMAN Indonesia bersama Common Ground mendirikan sebuah gerakan yang bernama Peace Leader Indonesia, di mana Peace Leader Indonesia adalah sebuah komunitas anak muda lintas agama, suku, budaya yang beragam yang mempromosikan tentang pentingnya toleransi dan perdamaian, khususnya peace building dan mainstreaming gender, di mana Peace Leader bekerja dan memberikan manfaat kepada semua orang tanpa memandang latar belakang, suku, agama, keyakinan, bahkan kelompok-kelompok yang terpinggirkan dan kelompok-kelompok yang mereka susah akses, kelompok disabilitas, perempuan marginal, perempuan miskin kota, dan teman-teman yang memiliki orientasi yang berbeda. Di mana kebebasan beragama, berkeyakinan, dan memastikan anak muda dalam ruang-ruang aman, ini adalah kerja-kerja bagian Peace Leader, yang mana Peace Leader menyisir dari satu tempat ke satu tempat, memberikan layanan sosial bagi rumah-rumah ibadah untuk melakukan bersih-bersih rumah ibadah secara gerakan gotong royong, melakukan pendidikan untuk mendukung Merdeka Belajar di sekolah dengan program pendidikan profil Pancasila, melakukan pendidikan di sekolah, melakukan pendidikan di kampus, juga membuka ruang-ruang perjumpaan dari berbagai agama yang berbeda. Di sini anak-anak muda benar-benar memastikan tidak lagi ada anak-anak muda yang tertinggal, di mana anak-anak muda harus aktif dalam ikut menyusun rencana-rencana aksi yang ada di tingkat kota, kabupaten, dan nasional. Bagaimana Peace Leader ikut menyuarakan penghentian kekerasan seksual, pembulian, dan juga kegiatan-kegiatan aksi kemanusiaan yang lain. Bagaimana memberikan pendidikan-pendidikan supaya anak-anak muda ini memiliki perspektif menjadi laki-laki baru, di mana anak-anak muda ini memiliki perspektif gender yang baik, di mana anak-anak muda ini perlu mendorong adanya ruang-ruang yang nyaman, dan bagaimana pemuda ini memberikan ruang-ruang yang baik. Apa yang kami lakukan, kami siarkan ke seluruh dunia, ke ruang-ruang digital, di mana ruang-ruang digital tidak menjadi tempat yang selalu aman dan nyaman. Di ruang-ruang digital juga terjadi namanya kekerasan berbasis online. Kekerasan berbasis online ini menimpa kelompok-kelompok disabilitas, menimpa anak-anak kecil, yang mana juga ruang-ruang digital ini harus menjadi ruang-ruang yang aman, harus menjadi ruang-ruang yang nyaman bagi siapa saja, supaya menciptakan ruang-ruang yang baik. Bagaimana menciptakan ruang-ruang digital menjadi ruang-ruang kebersamaan untuk saling memberikan inspirasi untuk berjejaring yang baik di tingkat nasional, lokal, dan global. Mari kita bekerja sama satu dengan yang lain. Apa yang kita kerjakan di akar rumput jangan merasa kecil hati, apa yang di nasional kita jangan merasa berbesar hati, apa yang di internasional jangan merasa lebih besar. Nasional, global, dan lokal harus berjaring bersama dalam ruang yang sama untuk mewujudkan pemuda yang aman dan damai. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Pak Reddy Saputro. For our international audience, Mr. Reddy is talking about his work at Peace Leaders Association with regard to the communities at the margin. He emphasized that peace leaders are active at the grassroots via the work of education, social service, and gender equality initiative. He further stresses the importance of inclusive space for youth in order to engage in peace-building processes. Thank you. Now, for our next speaker, I am pleased to invite Haya Harim from Markaz Al Harim, Pakistan. Please welcome.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much. I am very glad to be here and to share my journey. I basically belong to the religious background in Pakistan, and this is very different, like the approach of the religion and the understanding of the religion. It's very different from the Indonesia. So I belong to that setup. And the challenge we have faced, that this is not some kind of other challenge, but this is the very difficult that we are facing, that this is the challenge of the mindset. And the women, they belong to this religious curriculum, this religious setup, so they were not allowed to do the social activity. So I just started 5 years ago. I just take an initiative about the Al-Harim Center. And I started this with the 4 women, and right now we have more than 2,000 religious women. So this initiative has been started only with the 4 ladies there, and we just do some kind of activities there, and this is the specific place only for the female. We just give them research opportunities. They do the very high and deep research in the Islamic studies. The women were not allowed to do the fatwa, and she were not allowed to get the scholar of the ulama there. So in the Institute of Al-Harim Center, the women are giving the fatwa also, and they are getting the training for the fatwa system and for every kind of religious studies. And also, when we see some kind of circumstances in the society and in Pakistan, so we must try to get the part in there. So before 3 years ago, we just went to the few jails in Pakistan. The women were in the jails, so but the situation was so bad there, and we just try to give them some trainings and some skills. So we go every month in the jails and give them some training and some skills. They work there inside the jail. We provide them everything, and they do the handmade things. They made the paintings, and we go inside the jail. We brought all things outside, and we sell in the market, and we give them the money, or we provide them all the things. And also the Al-Harim Center, the females are there. We are just collecting the charity from all the females, and we reached out to the 54 cities in Pakistan and give them the basic needs and the hygiene kits for the female, and we provide them. So I think that a place for everyone, this is the path of peace. So I think we can empower the religious women, and every religious woman in Pakistan, she can do everything, and she can be the part of the society as well. So yeah, this is the journey of Al-Harim, and I think we can get so many ideas from here, and we can bring to our country, and we can do more powerful things in country. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Haya Harim, for your sharing with regards to the women in prison. Now, let's invite Ms. Nadi Motad from the Asian Resource Foundation in Myanmar. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nadi Motad, and I'm from Myanmar. Today, I would like to talk about the Sarong Revolution in Myanmar. I think most of you already heard about the revolution in Myanmar, so I will talk about it briefly. The last general election for new civil government were held across the country in Myanmar on 8 November 2022. In the 2020 general election, the NLD won another landslide over the military, which lost some seats in both upper and lower parliaments. As a result of this, the military claimed the vote was fraudulent, citing 8.7 million irregularities in voter lists. On 28 January 2021, the Union Election Commission rejected the military's fraud allegations, unable to corroborate the military's claim. Then the military launched a coup on 1 February 2021. Our leader, Daw Aung San Suu Kyi, was detained along with President U Myint and other key individuals. Senior General Min Aung Hlaing took power and organizing a general called SAC. The long name is State Administration Council. Till a few days after the military coup, the majority of the voters who voted the NLD party led by Daw Aung San Suu Kyi launched the demonstration of their desire peacefully. But as the SAC ignored the majority of the voters' desire, the protests were continued on the roads, including the Myanmar women in assorted ages. In this event, women and men youth cause that generation distinctly participated together with the other ones. After a few days, the policemen and the soldiers of the military started to crush the protests to be able to control. During the weeks of the unrest since the coup, police had fired tear gas, rubber bullets, and stun grenades to disperse the protesters, and they didn't spare even children and youth women. So as a result, women took a frontline role in anti-coup protests in Myanmar, and they reinvented the way of defying military rule, hanging traditional sarongs, underwear, and even sanitary pads in the streets to frighten superstitious policemen and soldiers who believe that it is bad luck for men to walk under women's sarongs. So to be concluded, that's why the sarong has become an anti-coup tool at the several protests based on the fact that the fear for lowering the fate of policemen and soldiers. In addition, women proclaim their sarongs as our sarong, our flag, and our victory. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nadi Motat, for your sharing session on the peace-building work that you have done with Asian Resource Foundation in Myanmar. Our next speaker, I would love to invite Mr. Sagir from the Asian Humanity Foundation, India. Please welcome Mr. Sagir.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Sagir Ahmad. I am from India, and I am highly thankful to the AMAN team to give an opportunity to come here and present my work. Basically, we're running an NGO named Asian Humanity Foundation. We are working in North India, 3 states, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and Haryana. If you talk about Asian Humanity Foundation in 29 December 2017 under the section of India Trust Act. And Asian Humanity Foundation work mainly in Mewat region. Mewat region is the basically a Muslim majority area, where 90% people are Muslim and 10% are Hindus. And we are working only in Mewat region. 1266 villages in Mewat. Or Mewat region is separate 3 states in India. And we are working on good governance, science, technology, healthcare, and other social cause, educationally social backward area classes of the people of India. If you are talking about Mewat, Mewat is the most backward area of India, and if her education and health sector and other, there are so many issues in Mewat. If you are talking about the issues of health, only 36% in female and 67% male. So this is a critical situation for us, but we are struggling and working with our people. If you are talking Asian Humanity work on peace building, so HF organized many workshops with the youth in peace, communal harmony to build a better nation. HF is continuously working with the people to take them understanding the value and importance of constitution. The value of importance of HF is continuous making the youth generation aware about the Gandhian ideology. Youth are engaged constructive on peace initiative that promote the peace existence. Mewat recently went through the communal conflict which left peaceful society in paralysis. HF other work, education. How to improve the education of children in our rural areas, how to make them aware about the stipends, scholarship, fellowship, education institution courses so that society can be empowered with this, how implement dropout. You can show the slide if my presentation. Another work of Asian Humanity Foundation, Livelihood and Poor Family Support. The Mewat is very poor areas, our dowry system is very high. So we are also working with poor marriage support and their livelihood. About health sector, we organize health camp from time to time, improve the health, the people so that community and country are safe from disease. Asian Humanity Foundation has catalytic role of the play can bring the transformation change. We need things scientifically about the public health. Along with the medical doctors, we need develop in the parallel of the health management facility so that we build health system of the institution that we can address public effectively. Good governance. We also aware the people about the government schemes, acts. The people so get the benefit of government scheme and acts. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Sagir Ahmed. Thank you for sharing your work at the Asian Humanity Foundation. I would love to apologize on behalf of the technical team for not showing the slides. Next, let's invite Ms. Fairuz Humaira Tanzim. She is from the Antara Society for Development based in Bangladesh. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, respected personals and distinguished audiences, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. I would like to give thanks to having an opportunity to give my speech on a platform like this, Alhamdulillah. So, non-violence is not a sign of weakness, but a manifestation of strength and resilience. The legacy of Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. serves as inspiration for the youth of Bangladesh who are engaging in peaceful resistance. Their commitment to non-violent actions sends the message of hope and unity to the nation in the world. In the context of Bangladesh, non-violent civil resistance has played a pivotal role from the very beginning. You know about the Liberation War in 1971, where youth has become the magnificent and significant part of our Liberation War. And in this era of interconnectedness and the digital age, technology has become a powerful tool that is shaping the way we organize, communicate, and most importantly, resist. Social media, in particular, has given a voice to the voiceless, enabling individuals and intellectuals and movements to connect, inspire, and mobilize like never before. Youth Pitch movement, a catalyst for change. In Bangladesh, the youth have become a driving force behind various non-violent movements aimed at promoting peace, justice, and human rights. One of the recent notable examples is the Youth for Peace movement, which is gained prominence following the 2018 student protest against unsafe road accidents. This protest was sparked by the tragic death of 2 students in a road accident and quickly evolved in a broader movement advocating for safer roads, accountability, and the mismanagement within the transportation sector. The Youth for Peace movement harnessed the energy and passion of young activists, uniting them under the banner of nonviolence. They organized rallies, sit-ins, and social media campaigns to raise awareness and build public support. The movement's commitment to nonviolence gathered significant attention, and it achieved several critical victories, such as government appreciating the movement to enact new road safety measures, take action against the offenders. Here, I would like to share a picture of our protest, non-violent protest against the road mismanagement. Please share the photo here. Okay. This is the this is the student rally who are protesting non-violently for having a safer road. And this is on the top of the picture, it is the advocating and implementation of the student protest. That after, it is said that after 47 years in Bangladesh, again introduced by the emergency land by this student protest. And another significant youth peace movement is Climate Strike Bangladesh in 2019. Inspired by Greta Thunberg's global activism, who is the activist against the climate change, we all know about her, young Bangladeshi activists took to the street to demand urgent action on climate change. On March 15, 2019, more than 300 young people, mostly marched from Borishal Town Hall as a part of climate strike, where protesters marched under a banner that read, "Friday for Future, Global Climate Strike." On September 20, 2019, more than 3,000 students from different schools and colleges staged a protest at Manikmia Avenue, Dhaka, urging the global leaders to act immediately to stop the impending climate crisis. This event was jointly supported by Save the Children Bangladesh, Green Savers, and Sailor by Affiliate Group. And here is the cycle rally, where there are some slogans like "Save the trees, save our hills, we want fresh air," and more. This movement often organized through social media, like platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, by hashtagging and negotiating with the global platform to know about the protest of our country. So the youth of our vanguards of this new age of civil resistance and harness the power of technology to unite people for peaceful causes. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fairuz, for sharing the non-violent civil resistance context in Bangladesh. Now, let's invite Ms. Yasmin Tohmina from the Haji Sulong Tohmina Foundation based in Thailand. Please welcome.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Did you know I was invited to chair station among young people in the land at this conference? I thought this could be because I was one of people who stood up and called the attention of citizens in my hometown, Pattani. What I been told was, do people still remember about I what did? And you know why? Be with me, I am about to tell you. In 2020, after election results was announced, which actually took a very long time to come same as the present time, majority vote and representation citizens did not get into the parliament and become the government. This made Thai people so depressed, so they applied because the tweeted rules. And this is the continuity of the old regime. They took the power, legitimate their governance over coup d'etat. Many youth and people in many parts of Thailand, as a party in Bangkok, also rise up as political movement. At that movement, I realized that I need to do something and share the same sentiment by building up the movement called Peace Building in Pattani. And this must be in the line with democratic movement in the city center as well. Friends and I intended to show that people in Pattani do not also satisfy with the establishment of the government. We would no longer remain silent. So we invite the people to participate in our activity. One of them is running. This picture. This event embraces the concept of non-violent action. We were deprived from the government, which made the running route limit. Many of you acknowledge that Pattani, Yala, Narathiwat, and 4 districts in Songkhla are under the center special laws like metro law until today. This means that our running activity were caught by military eye. You know, until last 2 days before the event, we got the crossing area, which is the good news that the event could go on. Eventually, this dancing and peace cut down, but allowing us to run around the park. On the day, we still face other obstacles. 4 kilometer distance of running in the park allow us to share symbolic expression of opposition to express to the government over the live stream and broadcasting, and everything was in the order. Before the event, I got the threatened by the government official by being intercepted in the thought mobile phone during on the interview with new organized. Even the message on my social media account, I did not get right to speak free and express our political opinion during Prayut government. You know, after that, I was afraid to post the event picture on my social media account. No, the picture in my album, even the live broadcasting was deleted from my account. This means I am concerned about my security. The most worrying issue is I am afraid of being used and got supported by the military government, with many political activists have escorted who mainly demonstrated in Bangkok. But this is the first political movement expelling the government in Pattani. The reason that I caused escape of the lawsuit and continued to organize the government, the event was a good backup, as my family name is a power one in political history, and it has strong connection to get me out of the trouble. So my grandfather was a Haji Sulong who was fighting in the part of the people in my community, and he was kept and disappeared for a long time, more than 60 years. There was a time of this journey that I was preparing for the consequence of being for life of the movement. I thought I get a present with book. I was being is in which me to read. I have thought over until I watched the video clip of the Red Church movement who were in prison. They say the fact that we have to sacrifice our freedom in exchange for the structure of for democracy is not worth for the price that we have to pay. In the fact, the state does not care about their people and human security at most. You will be just a story and a bore in the wheel. About 4 years passed by. This kind of the government section in the name of state security still happen again and again. People hardly come out for the political mobilization to express their political views fairly is only through social media. Today we have a new government. We are look at what they have promised about amending its constitution, which causes problem of distortion for the coup. Will it be fixed? Is the thing that Thai people must wait and see. And the next election will be annual. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Yasmin Tohmina. Personally, I would like to thank you for your heartfelt sharing with regards to your experience on your life work. Our last two speakers comes from the very own of Win Ar-Raniry Banda Aceh. I would first like to invite Mr. Aliul Himam, the head of the Student Executive Council of the Faculty of Sharia and Law. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for all of the hero of Aceh. And today is the opportunity to me to speak in front of you all, in front of international forum, that I was waiting for this moment. Today I will speak, I will disclaimer about Aceh, so listen me up and you should see what happened, and I will tell you what happened in Aceh today. So today I will speak about our first movement, peace and human rights violation, and how to repay them. Ladies and gentlemen, memorialization can restore and victim self-esteem. Then, if there is recognition from the state and the perpetrator, then the victim can forgive the perpetrator action. So forgive, but don't forget, not forget to forgive. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the event of Rumah Gudong, Simpang KKA, Jambu Kupo, and the burning at the Banda Aceh KNPI office, and another award that which today are still demanding for justice. The implementation of the MOU Helsinki in Finlandia should be a peace that everyone can feel. But, ladies and gentlemen, today, the points are not implemented equally, and still very many ancient victims or families have not received an apology from this state. How dare you are? We demand the Aceh government to fight for things that have not been resolved. Today we feel sad when they are in the government was happen hypocrisy in the government after the bloodshed. But what we feel today, they said Aceh was the one of the poorest province. Ladies and gentlemen, you should know, we agree. Today we feel Aceh was a rich region. And you can't feel anything that you can find in another country, another region. You can find here. Ladies and gentlemen, I will say to you, and I ask for all youth of Aceh, and all of participants for this forum international conference, this does not consider the responsibility that it will happen in another region. The world must know war crimes, and society must be smart in monitoring the issue of peace and human rights above of all. Then be aware and know Aceh is a warrior region which has very high mosque and defense of the nation. And we demand of Aceh youth to keep creating this until society's justice for all Indonesian people. The last, I say and I ask for all your students, all your people of Aceh society, we should monitoring this issue until we have for justice for all society and for all people have fight for Aceh peace in MOU Helsinki for 2005. So Aceh was tsunami in 2004 and MOU Helsinki was held in 2005. It was short time to make one discussion and one dialogue and peace between Aceh and Indonesia. The last I say, hidup mahasiswa, hidup mahasiswa, hidup mahasiswa. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Leo demanding that the government of Aceh to pay closer attention to the sustainability of a safe, peaceful, and prosperous society. Our last speaker, let's invite our very own Master of Ceremony, Latifani Yulanar, a final year law degree student from UIN Ar-Raniry, Banda Aceh, Indonesia. Please welcome.
Bismillah. Because it's a youth session, I expect you guys to answer my salam in a peace and also in a youth power. Okay? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Latifani Yulanar. You can call me Tiffany. I am the last year student of a law major from Sharia and Law Faculty, Ar-Raniry State Islamic University. It is a very rare opportunity for me to speak in front of this amazing forum, in front of all the great experts here. It is actually kind of hit my nerve because I'm not quite confident with me, myself, because I'm just like a piece of cake in front of you all, but I'm trying my best. Well, ladies and gentlemen, do you know that Aceh had suffered with almost 30 years of conflict? Well, it's a really long story, and it's actually hard to somehow conclude to you all about what was happened in 1976 until 2005. But let me tell you shortly in this 5 minutes opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, the Aceh conflict is a prolonged struggle for autonomy and independence in Indonesia's Northernmost province, or known as Aceh, was marked by decades of violence, displacement, and human suffering. This conflict was a complex and multifaceted struggle rooted in historical, cultural, and political grievance. The roots of the Aceh conflict can be traced back to the historical grievance, cultural distinction, and political marginalization. It was happened with a Free Aceh movement, or known as GAM, seeking greater autonomy, engaged in a protracted struggle against the Indonesian government. This conflict leave so many wounds in Aceh society. I have so many friends whom their parents has passed away and killed during this conflict. Even some of them still couldn't be found until now, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if we talk about Aceh conflict, we can't deny but to see and respect the youth involvement during the conflict and post-conflict until now. Do you know how powerful youth of Aceh could be? Let me elaborate to you guys in the 3 stages: during the conflict, resolution of the conflict, and post-conflict. Let's start by talking of the youth movement during the conflict. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1999, Aceh youth succeeded to gather 2 million people in Baitur Rahman Mosque. That 2 million people at that time, literally everyone in Aceh left their business, left their job, just to come to Banda Aceh, to Baitur Rahman Mosque, to ask for a referendum to Indonesian government. See, that's how youth giving impact to others. Allahu Akbar. Talking further to a resolution and the end of the conflict was also crave for youth involvement. As we know that Aceh has been collapsed by the tsunami disaster in 2004. And yeah, when tsunami happened, Aceh and Indonesia are still in the middle of the conflict. And by that disaster, we can see that the international community had seen and taken this seriously. They want GAM and Indonesian government to stop the war. And here was the youth again, taking a part in it. Under the community of Sira, they proposed a peace resolution to Indonesian government could finally start the resolution of the Aceh conflict. So if we can justify, we are able to see that the resolution of Aceh conflict stands as a testament to the power of diplomacy, international mediation, and notably the active involvement of youth in the peace process. Going to the present, as we know that Aceh conflict brings so many undeniable wounds to the society of Aceh. And also, after the Aceh tsunami, there are so many things that need to be reconstructed. With the help of many non-governmental organizations that was coming from around the globe, Aceh can recover better. As right now, we can see there are many philanthropies and volunteering communities are developing in Aceh, and many of them are coming from youth, with many concerns of the building and developing Aceh, such as concern of critical for regulation concern, women empowerment, religious inclusion, education development, and etc. We have communities like Youth ID, Genbi Aceh, Kejar Mimpi, The Leader, Turun Tangan Aceh, and many other communities. Well, let me close my speech with a simple words. Ladies and gentlemen, youth, especially Gen Z nowadays, are so powerful. But believe it or not, sometimes they are given a little too less place to show and give their contribution. Always saying that the future is in the hand of the youth, but not trusting them enough is somehow ridiculous. But with that thing happen, it would not stop youth to give the best of their contribution to the society. Because me, you, and us are youth, and we believe with working together, we are going to make world to be a better place. And to all of my youth friends, let's start by now. Because if not now, then when? Because if it's not us, then who? I'll close my speech with one pantun. Jalan-jalan ke Serambi Mekah, jangan lupa singgah ke Masjid Raya. Mewujudkan hal besar tidaklah mudah, tapi dengan pemuda bersama kita guncangkan dunia. I am Latifani Yulanar, proudly youth of Aceh. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tiffany. That was very refreshing. Now, I would like to thank all our distinguished line of change makers on this stage today for your very fresh takes on what you have shared, the context to each of your own constituencies in your countries, and the good work that you have done in your own organizations and your own constituencies, promoting the youth, peace, and security agenda. Now, I would like to open three questions, three sessions in the floor today for interventions. Whoever you are, if you're part of the youth or if you're part of the more senior activists who have worked in the social justice arena, for example, in security and peace, what have you observed? And if you have any words of wisdom to share, if you have any thoughts on the presentations today, or if you have a hope for youth and peace buildings in the future and the next generation to come, please welcome. But first, I would love to invite Mbak Ruby, you want to share intervention? Okay, anyone? Please, welcome.
Okay, this is not the question. This is just a kind of thank you for you or having a very, very great presentation for me today. And I think I am most impressed with the presentation from Aceh. Yeah, you young guys, because for me, before I came here, I'm from Bangkok, by the way, and I live in Japan, and everything I heard about Aceh, it was like very negative tone. For example, the Islamic law and some kind of violence against women or like that. But when I came here, oh, there's a lot of supermarkets, there's a lot of department stores, and people hanging out on that night. And I was like, oh, this is not no more conflict zone. So I'm really happy to be here, and yeah, really happy to see young people working in this in this area. Yeah, very happy to see you guys. Just a comment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Anyone else?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And thank you for those fellow panelists for the inspiration thought and wonderful sharing session. And by the way, my name is Aizat. I'm from Malaysia. But Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure whether I still in the period of you, but I do believe I'm still young, inshallah. And my question goes to our brother from Nepal. And my question is, I just wondering if you could share with us your experience in dealing with this youth, and if you can share that, how to motivate for those students or young leaders to, to come forward and put them in effort to increase them, to motivate them to involve in the community, okay, so that they are not feeling shy, and they will try to feel empathy for those who are in need. That's my question and concern. Thank you.
You want to respond? Yeah, you can respond if you want.
Okay, friend from Malaysia. In the context of Nepal, as our movement work for different diversity, different background youth, to come together, to have friendship and mutual understanding. As in Nepal, majority for the Hinduism, and then we organize some thematic topic on the workshop on some thematic topic like peace building, or sometime dialogue, interfaith dialogue, and then sometime mental health workshop, social media handling. So as I share, in the age of social media, in the age of technology, it can be also instrument for the conflict, but as a peace builder, we have to use it as a instrument of peace building, right? And of course, during the pandemic, there are lots of friends who are suffering from this scammer or some hate speech through social media. So we just invite them to share, to listen their voice, to find the way for the solution, how we can be alert. So that's it, what we are doing. So just I would like to request to visit us, our website, our Facebook page. You can find the Nepal Unites, and then you can get more information. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Maybe one more space for an intervention, introduction. Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum. I want to suggest this is a good opportunity that young, energetic, dedicated youth are here. I would suggest, why not you try to sit together, and if you can have a small group among all of you, or select some of them, then you have a kind of network of Asia-wide youth. So some of this idea you can carry in your country and engage others. So instead of under any other umbrella, better to be independent. So Asian youth have a small network, No need to be registered at a time, but how to communicate, how to build understanding, exchange of ideas. So you can decide in future when you are going to meet, what would be your agenda. This time we took some initiative to bring people together, particularly with the help of Ruby and Dr. Kamaruzzaman. So this is my suggestion that instead of keeping it loose, but too much informal doesn't work. So you exchange your email address and sit somewhere before you go, at least 1 or 2 ideas, and then you communicate to each other. And if you wish, some of us will try to assist you, and we can see how you can grow. We should retire. You should be the leader now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Abdul Sabur, for your suggestion. I will have to agree that this network should extend beyond this conference, and we believe in the sustainability of our network. And I do also believe that that we can benefit in the long term for transnational cooperations. With that, I would like to wrap up this session today. Thank you so much for your active participation, and for distinguished youth changemakers on the stage today. Thank you for preparing, and sorry for the strict timekeeping. Hope it doesn't give you anxiety or whatever. So thank you so much. I would like to pass the floor to Ms. Tiffany for our next agenda. Thank you. Thank you so much. There you go.
Yeah, please, 1, 2, 3, smile. Yay. Give her an applause for our outstanding youth. Now we are going to the delivering of token appreciation, which will be handed by Miss Ruby Khalifah, General Secretary of AMAN. Please give a round of applause for our youth, wonderful youth speakers around the Asian countries. Now we are going to the next session that will be led by Miss Ruby Khalifah.
Hello everyone. I want to know your energy. From 1 to 5, where are you now? 1? My God, I should close the session very soon. Trust me, I'm not going to have to keep you here longer because I need you to explore Aceh and spend your money to buy Aceh's product. In particularly the product that over there, I think still have some handicraft by women that beautiful, then you should have for your family as well. So the last session I rearranged without your permission because I know that this is a difficult time. We need to close with your inspiration, but I want to do more round table. 5 or 6 people, you can gather. And then I have a question. Don't worry. You're not going to talk, undirected. You need to answer the 2 questions that I would like you to think before you leave Aceh. Because we want to continue our journey together with you. So the question that I would like you to discuss in 30 minutes of the roundtable discussion is about. Can you move, please? I think the 3rd slide. Again. Yes, it's very easy. You don't need to read the reference, any reference. It's just using your head, your mind, to reflect these 2 days, and then let us know the 3 priorities issues in related to religious inclusion and peace building. And you're gonna have a discussion and come up with 3 maximum. You can come with just 1, it's just fine. And number 2, we want to hear from you, whether you are just now engaged with AMAN or whether you are already so long engaged with us. We want to know from your perspective what the role that AMAN should play in the future. And another extending a question is how we could collaborate. It's simple, right? Simple, right? Is it clear? Hello, everybody. Are you with me? Because we're gonna end this session very, very soon. So I hope this question can really guide you in the conversation for 30 minutes. In here, 3:30 is azan, is asar. So then normally people break and then go back. But you only have like 30 minutes for discussion in the group. So I really leave to your wisdom how you're going to manage this. But we can come back after asar, perhaps on 4, I think around 4. So then we can have a short closing, then end. What about that? Seems like everyone would like to stay longer in this place. Are you? No, right? Okay, let's. The arrangement is Next slide, please. The arrangement is, because we want to only have 30 minutes, so I think it's the best. You can have like 5 people gather, and then you can have 30 minutes for discussion. For Indonesian, you can have your own group and talk in your language. But circle yourself with 5 people each, so then we can optimum our time, then come up with a suggestion. And since you are already great people, you active, you facilitator, some of you speakers, whatever, you are engaged with the community development. So I hope you can select some of you, one of you to be facilitator and come up with a written document. I'm going to give you 30 minutes for presentation, and then we're gonna close the session. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. And then find your comfortable partners to discuss. I don't want to detect you. You can just go, 5 people sit together, 5 people sit together, on and on like that, so easier for you to form yourself. You don't need to move around. You just grab your neighbor and then sit and then discuss. I just want to ensure teman-teman mahasiswa, kalian juga bisa berdiskusi tentang hal ini dan kalian bisa membuat kelompok-kelompok juga sehingga kalian punya waktu untuk melakukan refleksi juga. Jadi saya persilakan teman-teman bisa bergerumbul 5-5 untuk mendiskusikan 2 pertanyaan yang tadi kami sampaikan ya. Yang pertama, pertanyaannya tentang ambil 3 isu kunci, isu penting, bicara tentang religious inclusion, keterbukaan dalam beragama ya, dan peace building yang menurut kalian penting. Lalu kemudian pikirkan apa peran AMAN. Ya, sudah tahu AMAN? Sudah ya, berkolaborasi. Oke? Bagaimana dengan yang di sini? Apakah sudah jelas? Jelas ya? Pertanyaannya sudah jelas? Saya tidak akan membiarkan orang di dalam ruangan tidak berdiskusi. Please, ini waktu terbaik Anda untuk memberikan masukan kepada Network Asian Muslim Action Network dengan berdiskusi. 2 pertanyaan. Pertama, identifikasi 3 isu penting dalam bicara tentang keberagamaan inklusi. Yang kedua, bicara tentang bagaimana peran AMAN menurut kalian 5 tahun ke depan. Lalu bagaimana berkolaborasi dengan kalian. Think about it. Mana? Ya ini sudah, ini aku anggap satu kelompok. Kalian diskusi ya. Diskusi, karena mahasiswa itu harus diskusi. You want to have a conversation around you? Yeah? You can 3 of you get a conversation. Please, have conversation, because I don't have much time. We need to really get done this. Sudah cukup? Oke? Ya. Good. Oke. Silakan. Tapi kalau semakin banyak berarti kan waktunya jadi panjang. Jadinya waktunya hanya 30 menit. Maka teman-teman harus ini. Kenapa kalian bergeser ke sini? Sini, duduk sini. Ayo cepat diskusi. Aku bukan dosen kalian, tapi aku care pada anak-anak muda. Diskusi 2 pertanyaan ya. Come up, ada yang nulis, ada yang presentasi. Tulis aja di kertas, nanti di submit ke aku. Oke, done? Yes, go.
I love that Envato Elements has so many professional assets that I can use right away in my projects with a commercial license already good to go for a lifetime. It is so useful that it is made.
ends. What about 3 minutes? 3 minutes, conclude your discussion, and then we're gonna hear the result. That is my cue. That is my cue. Because it's a little bit long. I want to check this one. Are you okay? Done? Finished? Selesai? Selesai? Oh, 1 menit ya? Ini loh, anuku tidak punya kompromi kayaknya. Kok dia nggak naik-naik gitu? Ya, Cing. Aku diusir, disuruh pakai ini, disuruh apa nurunin ini, hijabnya diturunin. Hah? Masnya juga harus pakai ya? Iyalah menghormati sih. All right, I want to check. What about this group? Almost ending, okay. And thank you for writing, because we need to have a record. Finish? Very good. What about there? Done? Yes. Selesai? Good. Okay, here. Done? Good. What about this? You done? Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, everybody, can we have your attention for the final program? We're gonna hear from you about what you discussed, and of course, we need to have your record while we are also recording in AMAN team to get the best recommendation from you. Done? Okay. So, hello. Hello. Can you have attention here? All right. Can we start? Okay, huh? So, why not starting from this group, very special group over here, to start the 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes sharing the 3 priorities, the issue priorities, and also what the role of AMAN in the next 5 years, and how we could collaborate with you. Excuse me, gentlemen, are you done? Oh, again, we should start from other place. What about this group? Can? Okay, everyone, after that we go to that group. Yes, after this group. Okay, please pay attention here. You have 3 minutes. Vina, can you make alarm on 3 minutes? Yes, please.
Okay, good evening. Good afternoon. I'm presenting from group number 1 here. There is Bu Umi, Bu Masni, there is Kabalkis and Kalila. Bahasa
Inggris kalau bisa.
Oh no. Oke, kita pakai bahasa Indonesia aja. Jadi untuk pertanyaan yang pertama, Okay. So for the first question, we point out 3 points relating to religious inclusion and peace building. The first one is about sexual violence in Islamic boarding school. I think it is very crucial issue that we have to face today, and this is also including the very minimum care to the victim of the sexual violence. We learn so much from Bu Umi Hanisa experience on this. And the second is about poverty, and especially poverty related to religious mindset. Some people believe poverty is their destiny. It is God-made. So they think poverty is what they have to live. But I think we have to encourage people and empower people to fight poverty also. And the last one was about religious discrimination against minority religious. Okay, that's all 3 points. And for the second question, I think we want AMAN to, of course, doing dialogue and more preventive action to relation to religious exclusion and more national-wide network, because AMAN has global network, but in Indonesia, AMAN still centered in a few places. Even in Kalimantan, in my place, I was looking for some like AMAN, and we can find it. I hope AMAN can come to Kalimantan. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for the invitation. So we need a collaboration expanding our network to different islands in Indonesia and of course beyond. in the other country. Because that side is so much eager to present. I go to that side first. The lady, can you stand up, please? And then this group, yeah? Be ready for that. So you only have 3 minutes. 3 minutes sharp.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I don't know what group of us. Yes, group second, group 2.
Loudly.
Okay. There are several great issues that we would like to give after we do the discussion. First question, the first one is the issue about religious violence to minority Muslim in several Asia nations such as in Thailand, Myanmar, India, China, and Sri Lanka. And second, the violence that occurred in Palestine. And this is the great issue and viral just now. And the third issue is the violence for Indonesian woman worker, or what shall we call by TKI or TKW. And the second question, the role of AMAN. First, doing the socialization in educational institution for basic school to university about the existence of AMAN. And then not only in for student, but also in general community, and also to the victims about the existence of AMAN. And the third is, for the next 5 years, hopefully for AMAN, make cooperation and relationship with the organization in the world, such as Human Rights, United of Nations, UNESCO, and so forth. And the last is, AMAN should give the philanthropy to all victims. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Give applause, please. Yeah, as you know that we have been collaborating with the UN Women, the UNDP, and UNFPA. So then we need to expand more on the UN body, right? And we've been actually reaching out the UN for the global advocacy through CEDAW, the Convention on the Elimination of all forms of violence against women, mechanism, and also universal periodic review. That's all the global that we need to step for the advocacy. Thank you for the suggestion. And what about this group?
Ma'am?
No, this here first, because you already. Yes.
Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. I would like to present our discussion in bahasa. First, yang pertama sekali adalah ada beberapa hal yang kami kira fokus yang akan tetap terus eksis untuk 5 tahun ke depan. Yang pertama sekali adalah tentang kekerasan seksual. I think ini kita perlu bahas lebih mendalam lagi. Fokusnya adalah pada kalangan anak-anak di bawah umur, karena banyak sekali informasi yang beredar ya sampai dengan saat ini anak-anak di bawah umur mengalami kekerasan seksual tidak hanya dari lingkungan sekitarnya, justru dari rumah ataupun dari pihak keluarga dia sendiri. Kemudian isu yang kedua yang saya pikir masih eksis sampai 5 tahun ke depan itu adalah tentang moderasi beragama, khususnya adalah tentang interfaith dan intrafaith. Jadi kita tidak lagi melihat bagaimana hubungan antara agama muslim dengan agama non-muslim, tapi kita juga melihat bagaimana peace building ini juga dikembangkan di antar sesama agama seperti itu. Kemudian untuk isu yang ketiga yang kami kira eksis adalah tentang pendidikan inklusi. Pendidikan inklusi ini bagaimana pendidikan itu juga dikombin dengan isu-isu yang sifatnya inklusif. Jadi apapun yang kita bahas misalnya seperti disabilitas, kemudian inklusi di bidang agama itu sudah merambat ke dunia pendidikan dan saya rasa itu penting. Dan kemudian kami juga memberikan beberapa saran di sini yang mungkin bisa dikelola oleh pihak AMAN dan bekerja sama dengan pihak-pihak yang terkait ya. Salah satunya adalah dengan melakukan family camp. Nah, kami rasa di sini diskusi yang bisa kami sampaikan adalah family camp ini penting karena rumah tangga itu menjadi faktor utama untuk bisa mendidik generasi. Jadi ketika kita sudah terbiasa untuk mengikuti seminar dan juga workshop dan konferensi seperti ini, tapi saya rasa perlu ada satu kegiatan dengan mengundang family dari kalangan marginal. Jadi orang tua juga perlu tahu bagaimana mendidik anaknya untuk peka bahwa dia sedang baik-baik saja atau dia sedang tidak baik-baik saja. Kemudian untuk yang kedua, kontribusi yang bisa dilakukan adalah campaign dengan melakukan media sosial. Kemudian yang ketiga adalah melakukan kayak small discussion dengan kelompok-kelompok kecil seperti Pak Keci atau Pak Lurah seperti itu dan tidak hanya dari kalangan yang sifatnya global saja. Mungkin sekian diskusi dari kami. Kami akhiri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
There are three priority issues. One, sexual violence, and particularly for children. Number two is moderation in religion. And number three is inclusive education. So how to do this, Aman? They stood up set up the small group discussion, holding the family camp, and also engage more people. What is the last one? Oh, social media campaign. Thank you so much. So you, okay. Sister, okay.
Should I stay? Okay, thank you so much. I supposed to present here from my group. So, can you raise your voice? Okay. Okay, we just get the conclusion for this question that we should work to stop the hate speech and the war. And the third thing is marginalization. And what we can do to stop these three things is that train the people for polite interpretation of the religion. And the second thing is the media policy, that what should media cover to spread and who can be the media reporter. And the third thing is to develop a peace curriculum for all over the world. And what can AMAN do? So we just suggest that AMAN can facilitate us with the resources. With resources, we like fund, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, okay, men. Can we have men, yeah? Thank you, thank you. So, over here and then there and at the back.
Okay, thank you. Good evening to all. From our team, we discuss the three issues are religious politicization, religious freedom, and women rights. In the women rights, we include the equal participation. And as in general, we have common issue is religious politicization. And what AMAN can do? AMAN can become a facilitator to create Asian youth movement for religious inclusion and peace building. And then second is AMAN can become the platform for sharing and disseminating issues on religious inclusion and peace building in Asia. So how we can collaborate? We can be, and AMAN can create a platform or network for meeting regularly within the Asia and join the training, seminar and workshop and other related activities with organization members within our network For example, AMAN Thailand can tell us to organize some activities, then we will host. Our member will host in Nepal, in Bangladesh, and some other countries. So in this group, we were from Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, India, and Indonesia. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. No, oh yes, yes, of course, yes. Please.
Assalamu alaikum. In our group, father, brothers, father and brother Sabur, Dr. Abdul Aziz Saab, Mr. Mohiddin Bhai, myself Ashraf, we choose 3 priority areas as per your suggestion. Number 1 is religious inclusion and peace building. This is the theme. The one priority area would be inter and intra-faith dialogue towards religious inclusion. Number 2 is youth empowerment and gender equality. Third one, human rights and security. In flavor of, because 3 major area which we are going to, or AMAN will going to work, but in flavor of leave no one behind. If you're talking about the youth, there should be third gender, should include. So third gender, each and every walk of life should the part of AMAN. This is our priority area, and what we can do in next 5 years. The major activity would be capacity building and training. Youth, women leadership, ulama women ulama leadership, number of activity, including this broad activity. Inter and interfaith dialogues among all the religious. As per the country-wise, like in India, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Jain, all together. Advocacy and research. Research and advocacy is must, because when you're talking about any data, any information, so there should be, you have to have a good evidence, and evidence will come through research. So our program will be in future research and advocacy. Next one is sharing and exchange program, like some people from Indonesia come to India, youth exchange program, women exchange program, ulama women exchange program, because in India you can't imagine women ulama, nothing. Women ulama, oh my God, there is number of sign of exclamation. And of course, networking. These are the major area where we can work. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Here first, and then there, and then that side. Yep.
Baik, terima kasih. Kami akan membacakan hasil diskusi kelompok kami tadi. Itu ada Mbak Nisa, ada saya, Agustina, kemudian ada Mbak Aan, ada Ibu Lasri dan Ibu Rosa. Jadi yang pertama sekali yang menjadi isu yang kami usulkan di kelompok kami tadi, yang pertama sekali kami berharap AMAN melanjutkan isu peace building ini. Dan yang kedua, isu yang kedua, reformasi pendidikan Islam yang mengarah pada Grand Islam. Kemudian yang ketiga, hampir sama dengan kelompok di sini tadi, kita juga mengusulkan inklusi. Inklusi mungkin sampai pada pendidikan dan disabilitasnya. Karena mungkin hari ini kita lihat tidak ada keterwakilan disabilitas seperti itu.
Oh, betul.
Kemudian selanjutnya,
there are three priorities. One, continuing to work with peace building. The other one is continuing in addressing, working on the Islamic education reform, and particularly tackle with several issues relating with the education and inclusion, right? Social inclusion, gender and social inclusion.
Oke, selanjutnya peran yang mungkin AMAN lakukan untuk 5 tahun ke depan, yang pertama sekali memperluas jaringan terkait dengan berbicara tentang peace building region ini, mungkin dari akar rumput sampai ke internasionalnya seperti itu. Kemudian yang selanjutnya mungkin kedepannya juga Aman akan menjalankan atau mengambil program, Mbak ya, program reformasi pendidikan terkait dengan Grand Islam tadi, Mbak.
Oh ya.
Kemudian yang ketiga, mungkin ini terkait dengan inklusi, jadi melibatkan kelompok disabilitas untuk ke depannya. Mungkin demikian. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So just repeat very important issue that she highlighted, that there is no representative from disabilities. We are very aware of this and we really take a note of this part. It's important. In the future, we should thinking how to engage disability so they can get more access. Thank you. That side first. I already appointed. Yes, can you move here, sister?
Thank you very much. I'm speaking on behalf of my friend. Our group is United We Stand. Consists of Azrina, Alia, and Hisham from Malaysia, and Berta from Poso, and I'm from Aceh. From Bangkok. No. Okay, 3 priorities. We are a bit more general. The first priority is advocacy through interpretation about Islamic teaching, in particular in gender equality, child rights, women rights, and diversity. And the second one is facilitate engagement with one another. AMAN become like an umbrella. How we can be more, one more thing, how we can be more productive rather than talking like a meeting, discussing. And then the third will be focus more on prevention and responsive. So instead of we become like a firefighter, we become like we prevent more on youngster. This is our focus. And the suggestion, AMAN to play coordination role among network, building and enhance capacity for the youth movement, objective more towards in one direction, even though in different contexts. For example, like, we have one mission. For example, between Indonesia, Myanmar, Nepal, we have one mission. Whether AMAN try to gather us and one community, we work together on that community. When it's successful, we come to another community, or with one mission, but we work with our own contact, but only one mission. And this is the suggestion that from us. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much. That what she mentioned just now is about we work under impact-oriented approach. We work with the different actors, multi-actors, what we actually achieving the same goal. That's what we have done, and then we should try in other countries as well. Who else? I saw someone, yes, here and there and here. I'm really sorry. Oh! Okay. Who's going to present? You?
Yeah, Bismillah. There will be 2 spokespersons in this group. So, I will be the first. I would like to answer from the second question. I would start from the second question. So, what AMAN can do? So, our group think that what AMAN can do is that by taking a leading role and become a facilitator, bridging the gap between the local people, local CSOs in the grassroots level, and connecting them with the interstate organizations such as Asian or ASEAN IPR, so they can be working together, cooperating together, and collaborating together. So that's what AMAN can do in our opinion. And moving forward to the first questions, so the 3 priority issues in the next 5 next 5 years, I think it's slightly similar with other groups. Yeah, slightly similar. The first one would be the issues of the mainstreaming of women, youth, and gender issues, because it's still crucial issues, as we've been passing few days listening to the speakers at these forums. So we think that the issue of gender, women, and youth movement and CSOs is quite crucial in the next 5 years. Bro.
Oh, yes. Okay, to continue. There are 4 points for the first questions. Well, we add one more. You know, you asked us for the 3, so we give you 4. The first one, he just mentioned mainstreaming gender movement. The second one is to emphasize the role of social media to help combating online hate speech, you know, against women or gender-based violence and different ethnicities or religious minority. The third one is to support interfaith dialogue. And in this point, perhaps when we talk, 1 minute left, okay. When we talk about interfaith dialogue, it can be organized in 3 different levels. One is between the leaders of different religions. The second one is between the leaders of different movements from the grassroots, you know, and especially those who are quite radicalized groups. Yeah. And the last one is to get the state involved in this kind of dialogue as well. The last point about the pressing issue is the shrinking civic space in the region. And this is perhaps linked to the point that what AMAN can do. You know, AMAN is based in Indonesia, and one of the key regional institutions is ASEAN. And he mentioned IPR. You know, perhaps AMAN can connect between the local to the global, you know, through working with the ASEAN platform. That's, you know, that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, we noted this one. We started already. Brother, you have any concern? No, okay. Allow me to do justice, because I saw the hand over there earlier. So then I want to give Ilmiah first and then go to that side and here. Please, Ilmiah, go ahead.
Hello. Okay, thank you for this time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In our group is Kak Venus, Kak Dewi, Kak Sekar, dan Bu Devi. I want to read about the conclusion of our discussion. The more issue, 3 issue is, the first is gender equality. Regarding the mental health of victims, because women are not behind the screens, but in front of the screens. Woman is the actor of terrorists. And then gender equality if the mental health if the victim like that. And then the second is diversity. From providing space for young people space to remain tolerant, even though they have different opinion, different religious and different grassroots, but they are be able to work together. And the last is disability. Disability is making effort to encourage regulation and advocacy regarding policies related to disability in place of worship or training rooms. This is no distraction in the disability, same with us. And then the second question is AMAN support. AMAN support, AMAN can facilitate relate issue above, 3 issues above, and collaborate with local area. And then social media campaign about creating a youth conference to create space with aim of exploring young people's perspective. And then strategy to program relate are sustainable. Involve of parent, young women, and men not only become participant, but become active participants. And then the last, how we collaborate. We can do MOU with relates group with the aim of making the program consist and facilitating networking. It all of sustainability. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Thank you so much.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much. So let's go to the Thai group.
Thai, this is Thai group, but we have Aceh as well. So I will let her speak first. Okay.
3 minutes, yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Mutmainah, saya dari Pusat Studi Gender dan Anak di UIN Ar-Raniry Banda Aceh. Hasil diskusi kami ini membahas tentang pertama itu kami tertarik dengan membahas sosial media. Sosial media saat ini menjadi salah satu yang sering dipakai oleh manusia seperti TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, lain sebagainya. Namun di balik sosial media itu tentu saja memiliki kelebihan dan kekurangannya. Seperti kelebihannya kita lebih banyak mengakses beberapa berita maupun informasi baik dalam negeri maupun luar negeri. Tetapi kekurangan dari sosial media sering disalahgunakan seperti melakukan tindakan bullying misalnya ataupun melakukan kekerasan secara online misalnya seperti itu. Namun di saat ini kalau sosial media bijak dalam kita menggunakan itu bisa menghasilkan hasil yang positif. Maupun nanti kita akan menyambung silaturahmi. Misalnya kami berkomunikasi online dengan teman-teman ini lewat misalnya berkenalan dengan sosial media. Apalagi kita membahas tentang perdamaian ya, itu bisa kita menyuarakan misalnya tentang komunitas kita lewat sosial media, mungkin lewat video beberapa kegiatan yang dilakukan misalnya komunitas A menyuarakan tentang perdamaian Islam misalnya, itu bisa lewat Instagram, TikTok dan lain sebagainya itu. Itu saja sih yang ingin saya sampaikan, lebih dan kurang saya.
Oke. Berapa menit ya? Cover all the issue already. You want to add?
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Give the power.
Okay. So I'm a representative for the Thai voices. So my reply to the number 1 is rebrand Islam. Rebrand Islam, because nowadays when people hear about Islam, it's only on negative sides, right? Islam is so conservative. Islam has blah 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 like that. So one of my colleagues said that in the future, if you want, we want people to know that Islam is a peaceful religion. So that's one. And the recommendations to AMAN, we have like 4 points.
Yeah.
The first one is that you should organize the event not only in Indonesia but in Thailand, in Patani, or in everywhere around the world. Like 1 year, this year here, another year other way. It's like football. Okay. And another one is that not only on site but also online. We should have some platform that offer chances for us. We don't have to gathering every time. We can share anytime as we want in the internet. And the number 3 is that we have the, activists here, but you don't have kind of protection for those activists. Protections. Protections. For example, like someone have presented that they have fought for their country a lot, but maybe AMAN should have some plan or agenda that protect those people. And the last one, this is really concern. This is my concern. I found that someone didn't feel that he has freedom of speech here because a lot of camera, because a lot of video. They want to speak very, very honestly. For example, someone want to criticize Israel on what Israel has done to others, but he cannot speak out because he cannot come back to the country if he speak like that. So maybe it's important to check before recording or video or taking photo for those people. Like stop video for this person and then maybe record it for other who is okay with that. This is very serious. So that's all from my Thai group.
Thank you for reminding us the importance on confidentiality There are some people that not happy, not comfortable to be recorded or to be taken the picture. So please be aware of that, and we will ensure that all the documentation and recording ready to be published will get the permission. Make sure it is. Yeah, Maudak. Who other groups that not yet speaking? After this, you and that side.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I will present what we discussed in our group. There are me, Raudatun Odak, and Miss Amina, Miss Naya, Miss Emma, and Miss Erna. 3 priority issues on religious inclusion. The first issue is about women empowering in economic. The second issue is environmental crisis. The third issue is gender-based violence. And AMAN's rules in taking the 3 issues, AMAN may be a facilitator in build sisterhood or brotherhood through economic empowering toward women, and building a networking require of women empowering in economic. And the second, for environmental crisis, AMAN can adaptation of the value of Islamic environmental ethics toward real life, and AMAN encourage policies and guidelines toward the issue, and training and capacity building for religious leader. Example, pesantren and the other. And involving the technology to involve yet action. And for gender-based violence, AMAN can collaborate between religious leaders to reinterpret the scripture that gender injustice or like tafsir bias gender in order to gain the theological ground of Islam which justice and peace for everyone. And AMAN can collaborate with government and NGO that have the same issue. Thanks. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much. Let's go to that group. Yes. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nuraini from Thailand, and my group concluding Nadi from Myanmar, Fatin from Thailand, and Hasna from Thailand as well, and the other Farah, Radisha, Anissa, Mifah, Ayu from Indonesia. And for the first question, the 3 priority of our issue, the first one is safe public space. For safe public space to express themselves for discuss and face-to-face discussion, especially in youth or girl. Like we have like listen more than don't just for our opinion. Just listen and agree with each other. No, just respect with each other. And for the second issue is to support for women and especially single mother and ex-combatant family in terms of financial and social. Actually, in case like in Pattani and Aceh, that is have similar case in 2 areas in terms of conflict. We have to voicing the voiceless. And for the third issue is religious freedom that related to mental health issue. And healing support for the survivor between religious community. Religious should be used to build peace, not destroy us into pieces. And for the second question, we have the answer regarding to our 3 issues. For the first issue that a safe public space, we have to create like some Facebook page that gather people in the same idea or in different idea, different belief, like a movement that focusing on religious, and for the AMAN could advocate the policy about the public space to government and make kind of conference in terms like of interfaith discussion. And for the second issue, it's about support for women. We have to have like training them for single mother in necessary skill like cooking or skewing or create event in social media or in person to make people aware about the single mother. And for the third issue, we have to make social media collaboration with other community, give a consult for people that have mental health issue as well. That's all for my answer. Thank you.
Thank
ขอบคุณค่ะ
It's important issue that you brought relating with ex-combatant, in particular female ex-combatant, and also another important issue in the conflict area or post-conflict setting, the single mother is also very much we're not touching at all. In Indonesia, there is an organization handling on the single mother. What are you doing? Oh, you are going to present. Okay.
Sebelumnya saya minta maaf menggunakan bahasa Indonesia. Bila langsung saja kelompok kami yaitu ada Bapak Afkar dari Yayasan Getanyo Aceh, yang kedua ada Abdul Wahid dari dosen UIN Mataram, dan yang ketiga ada Bapak Fakih dari Cirebon. Langsung saja ke isunya, bahwasanya isu yang pertama adalah dalam bagaimana AMAN menanggapi kasus krisis kemanusiaan di Myanmar, tepatnya etnis Rohingya. Sebagaimana kita ketahui bahwa banyak negara yang belum meratifikasi regulasinya ke dalam Statuta Roma, tapi bukan itu yang jadi permasalahan. Yang menjadi suatu jalan keluarnya bagaimana AMAN nantinya ikut serta bergabung dalam menjaga hak-hak korban dari masyarakat Rohingya tersebut. Dan kemudian isu keterlibatan pemuda dalam kepemimpinan dalam hal peace building. Dan yang ketiga ada sosial kohesi terhadap sesama negara muslim selama ini telah terjalin sejauh mana. Dan perlindungan bagi wanita dan anak sebagai victim dalam konteks problematika sosial itu isu penting, dan itu ujungnya juga berkaitan dengan kesetaraan gender. Dan apa peran yang akan dilakukan oleh AMAN terhadap isu di atas? Adapun perannya yaitu langkah-langkah yang perlu diambil oleh AMAN. Yang pertama sebagai stakeholder negara muslim dalam berbagai masalah di negara muslim lainnya. Kemudian sigap dalam memfasilitas terhadap langkah kasus-kasus yang sekarang telah terjadi. Kemudian bagaimana AMAN merealisasikan nantinya keseluruhan tanggapan masukan hari ini dan nantinya bakal dijalankan ke depannya. Sekian dari kelompok kami. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you. There are three important issues. One, Myanmar crisis, including the address the right of Rohingya. That's very much in time. Who else? Here. Okay. Visaka, please.
So, thank you very much. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
I think you should go closer.
Okay. The group consists of Soraya from Kenya, Salma from Philippines, and Shaheen from Bangladesh. So, I mean, we spoke a lot about things, and I'll start with what AMAN can do. One thing, to have regional setups. So just like in Africa, whether we can have an AMAN in Africa, so that kind of spreading. The other thing also, whether you can facilitate, like Dr. Uni to bring to other places to speak about indigenous way of climate protection. These are very important values that you can gift. The other thing also what we spoke of, whether there is a possibility for AMAN to translate the religious text into local languages, because it's important for the people to know, and then we'll reduce the misunderstanding. Last but not least, to have a high-level political forum on women, peace, and religion at the UN. Thank you.
Thank you so much. There is a resolution, I think, about peace, about religion, peace, and security. There is also resolution on women, peace, and security. There is also another resolution on youth, peace, and security. So it is come together, integrated as a framework. Thank you so much. Any other group that not spoken yet? Everybody cover? Thank you so much. So thank you so much. Give applause to all of you. With that, we're going to have a very simple closing ceremony. We take all the recommendation, your suggestion, and we can share to you back as the strategic program, so we can see how we can link one another, which one that actually resonate with your program, or even as AMAN is voluntarily engaged, I think I want to also offer to all of you for, how do you call it, voluntarily and proactive engagement. So then we will see that how we can connect one another, very possible from region in Southeast Asia, South Asia, maybe Middle East, Africa, and some other part of the world. So may I give to the master ceremony for the closing session? Closing session. Because the forum is going to be ended, can all of you just come forward so then easier for us to end faster. And I would like to also request all the organizer committee to also join with us here in closing session. Please, anyone that's still outside, come in the room. Then we will recognize your role. Over to you, Vina.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated because we're going to proceed to the end of the session. Yes.
And then for the closing remarks, we invite the founder of AMAN and also the former Secretary General to delivering the closing remarks. We invite, please welcome Mr. Kun Sabur to deliver the closing remarks.
Give me some suggestion, what shall I say? Yes. From here or up? Okay. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to thank our host particularly from this city, Aceh, and all the volunteers. All of you have given your best. Secondly, I would like to thank Ruby and Ruby staff. They have worked very hard, and all this cooperation, our assembly was successful. So credit goes to Ruby's team and those who have, as a volunteer, also supported. Excellent hospitality we have received. We were received at the airport, our food, accommodation, everything excellent. So I would like to also thank to the university authority, including our brother Kamrul-Jaman, Dr. Kamrul-Jaman. I am very glad that this time we have many sisters from many countries. And I have noticed they have been very active and they contributed a lot. So this will, sometime AMAN was lacking little bit equal participation among genders. So this time is very, very significant. So all sisters, I congratulate you, I thank you from my heart. And then authority of the university, I don't know who is here, but those of you who have come from different countries, it was not easy, but you came and give your 100% effort to make it a success. I don't live here, but I live in Bangkok. If anybody passing through Bangkok, please contact me. We can have a meal together. If you have no place to sleep, we have a place in Nong Chok. We can cook and eat together. I am very grateful to our father, Father Thomas Michel. He has been a kind of symbol of inspiration, very compassionate person. Many ways helped us since the inception of AMAN. So you have come, and I pray that you continue to enjoy sound health. So up to another 10 assembly, you will be with us. And those volunteers, students, professor, I cannot thank you with my words, but from my heart, I say that you have done excellent, excellent. So, thank you very much. I don't want to longer, but I am very grateful, thankful. I would like to congratulate Ruby and her team because they have been working day and night for some time. So thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sabur, for a very stunning and deep speech. Now we invite Professor Amalia Fauzia as the acting president of AMAN International. Please, stage is yours. Please give round of applause, guys.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon us and everyone. Well, I'm standing here. I'm very, very glad that we did so well our conference. This is the first conference, as I'm a professor, that I see the engagement and the contribution of participants is really, really beyond the common conference. So applause to everyone. This is the way that I say this is a work of contribution of scholars, students, and also activists. Activism we should do with smart, with brain, with knowledge. And also scholars, we cannot just sit or stand in the lower tower only writing, right? We don't do action. So this is the rule of AMAN. Action, Muslim, yeah, no, I forget that. Yeah. Yeah, so we need to appreciate the founders of AMAN and everyone, especially, of course, Ruby is the one, the most, and especially the youth. You join this conference and contribute a lot. Yeah, let's appreciate them. The youth, including the team especially from the Jakarta team. One thing I would like to say is that I listen everything that you propose to AMAN. Tomorrow, AMAN will hold assembly. Yeah, we will bring this issue. We hope the following years, you will join us again, and we try our best to do what we plan, our ideas. And this in conference topic about religion, religious inclusion and peace building is very, very strong one, because peace building couldn't be done in recent day without religious inclusion. And then we can insert it, religious inclusion, everything we do in our works, in education, in our organization, in anything. So I think it is very strong recommendation from our conference that we put the timely recommendation for the problem of conflicts today. One thing that I would like to request the youth, because we face a lot of wars and conflict. We do believe in non-violence, right? And please be mindful when we want to do our, to support peace building. Because sometimes our effort, if it is not done in a good way, it becomes also in making the conflict bigger. Yeah, so that's why religious inclusion is very, very great. I wouldn't stand more longer here. Just appreciation to everyone, from everyone. I mean, from those who help us with the dance, those who want to help us with the food, with the, over there, someone dealing with the camera. So everyone here, especially those who are coming far from Jakarta, from India, yeah, from Nepal, from United States, from Germany. Well, this is the power of civil society. Yeah, let's appreciate the power of civil society. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for your wonderful speech, Professor Amelia Fauzia. And then we proceed to the third closing remarks that will be delivered by our Dean of Faculty of Sharia and Law UIN Ar-Raniry Aceh. Please welcome Professor Dr. Kamaruzaman.
Okay. What I should talk. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, in the middles. Yes, good. The camera watching me. Hello everyone. I hope you enjoy your conference, your food, your everything during your days in our campus in Banda Aceh. Again, a million thanks for your coming a long way from, I think so, from 21st countries coming to this campus. Again, बहुत शुक्रिया. बहुत शुक्रिया, is it correct? Kapuma Pro Thai. Ya, again terima kasih banyak-banyak kepada teman-teman semua aktivis. Saya mohon maaf tidak sering berada di depan selama acara ini. Kemudian great appreciation to Abah Sabur. Kapumakap. Thank you very much for your coming here to Banda Aceh. Thank you again to my bestie, Mbak Ruby. Matur nuwun sangat. Artinya kita bisa berkolaborasi dengan persiapan yang mungkin tidak begitu lama ya, 2 bulan, 3 bulan. Tapi ini adalah kerja tim. Karena itu nanti mungkin teman-teman kita minta akan ke depan semua ya. Karena mereka lah yang sebenarnya harus diucapkan terima kasih. We have to thank to them who work very, very hard in preparing all of things happen today. Again, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kamaruzaman, for a very impressive speech. Now, for the last but not least closing remarks, we invite to the stage Ms. Dwi Rubianti Khalifah, Secretary General of AMAN. Please give round of applause.
Thank you so much. So I'm not going to give speech, just really want to thank. Number one, I would like to really invite the UIN team. Please come forward here. So let's everyone know about you. Come here, please, brothers, sisters. Come forward. So then let's people know who are behind the scene. They are busy. They are doing double job, teaching, at the same time also preparing this conference. So we are so much appreciated for their hard work. This is Mr. Dean team. They are a wonderful team, working silently but doing a lot of good work, negotiating this place, another place, getting your dinner as well. Please come, Ibu. Please come. Please come here. Also, I would like to invite AMAN team from Jakarta office that also been working so hard, and I hope for tonight, if there is no urgent thing, let them take a breath
and little bit drinking coffee and enjoying some of the cake in Aceh. So, Mr. Dean, please come with us as well. So you know them from arranging the ticket or accommodation, communicating in the morning, nighttime, whatever. So somebody pointing risky over there. Yes, risky over there. I cannot remember. Sorry. Oh, we have interpreters. What's that? Come, please. Interpreters. We are so much. Get your expertise is very benefit for this. I think not so much in AMAN Assembly having interpretation. I'm not quite sure. But we had, I think, in Thailand some time ago. And also I would like to thank for, it's very special, self-funded participant. Can you stand up? Self-funded participants. Can you stand up because your contribution is so much giving the dynamic for this forum. And thank you so much for coming here by your own cost. Philip, thank you so much. You pay by your own cost as well. And some other people too. And also for Asia Democracy Network that providing support for us, GISRA Indonesia, Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, DVET, Working Group on Women and PCVE, Social Trust Fund, the Network of Traditional and Religious Peacemakers, Bank Aceh, UIN Ar-Raniry, Bank Aceh Headquarter, and also the Communication and Information Department, and Dinas Syariah Islam Aceh, and LKMS Mahira Muamalat. Thank you so much for the all sponsor and make it the event is really come true. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything. So we see you again in the next AMAN Forum. And believe me, it's always have fantastic and a great people, great food, great culture, and everything. Thank you so much. So I hope you all go back with a safe trip and back to your family. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. With this, we end the conference. Thank you so much.
We invite all of the participants to get a photo session. Our last photo session for today and for our conference. Yes. Please come and join us to have a photo session. For those of you who the student of UIN Ar-Raniry and also all of the volunteer, we invite you all to also come and join us for the photo group session at the stage. Hi guys, in the left side. We invite our Dean to join with us. Our Dean, Bapak Profesor Kamaruzaman, please. You have the seat. Hi guys, who in the left side of this hall, please also come and join us. Hello guys.
Dek, yang dada-dada ke sini dulu, Dek. Kena oleh mandum, Kena foto dengan mandum. Pakai itu cara ngomongnya. Bahasa Indonesia nggak ngerti mereka. Sini foto dulu deh. Foto. Sini.
Itu ibu siapa itu, Bapak?
Can you have, yeah, okay. Yeah. 1, 2.
Tes.
One, two, three. Yay! Thank you very much for all of the participants from 21 countries around the world. Video tagline. Everyone please stay. We will create one video. I will say from Aceh and you may say build religious inclusion. Everyone understand? Solid, sorry. One more video please. From Aceh to the world.
Yeah.
Okay. So from Aceh to the world, building religious inclusion. Yeah. Oke. Saya akan pimpin dengan bicara from Aceh to the world dan kemudian teman-teman semua akan menimpali building religious inclusion. And then, dan di akhir boleh tepuk tangan yang sangat meriah. Tim di belakang di akhir boleh dikasih apa ini petasan. Ya, oke. I will say from Aceh to the world, and then all of you may answer building religious inclusion, and then clap around, please. Okay. Okay, we will rehearsal first for the first take. From Aceh to the world, building religious inclusion. We will wait one more, Buzi. Buzi, come here. We leave one more important person. Buzi. Busri. Let's go. Who in charge for your food and meals? Actually, please take one more photos. Okay, one more photo. The last one more. Okay, please. The last one photo. Thank you very much for our 21 representative of countries in Asia and beyond. Thank you for all of the participants. Announcement please, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a Sharia fest that you can visit.
inclusive in order to the exchange of five individuals at the